This video storyline is fictional, it's imaginary. Means it's not real. Has nothing to do with reality. Please watch at your own risk. I only own the editing and storyline, maybe voiceover also. Please don't copy my work. English is not my first language. I'm deeply sorry if there's any mistake. Thank you.
Reminder. Reminder.
Please, I baked this myself. It's only for you, she said shyly while placing the small box on his table. Meanwhile, the other guys just looking at each other's, knowing what's going to happen next. Or what's going to be their friend's reply. No. And they look at the girl, not quite feeling pity on her, 'cause even the juniors here knows that the guy won't accept anything from anyone, yet some still try, thinking he will change his mind. But I made this special for you, just try. She stopped when the man stood up, and just like she wasn't even present there, he just started walking out of the class after placing his phone back inside his pocket. He was busy using his phone when this girl talked. The other students just get back to their business, some looking at that girl like they still couldn't believe she still tried, knowing the possibility of him accepting her is exactly 0. She still didn't text you for real? He asked in surprise, 'cause since yesterday, the guy looked annoyed and sad. Nothing. I don't know what to do anymore, he said, placing the phone, or likely tossing it on the table after seeing there's no reply. From his one and only girlfriend. The whole school knows that the popular cold boy is taken. He made that clear. Yet some still thought they had chance, 'cause the relationship is a long-distance one. His girlfriend, the unknown lucky girl for the girls here, studying abroad since she graduated high school. No one knows her face, 'cause even the man never showed her face on his social media. They just heard about the girl from her previous high school students, and they mostly said that she is pretty and intelligent, and also very independent, living alone abroad for her study. And even though it's pretty obvious that the cool popular boy is very loyal to her, some students still trying to get his attention. How can they not? He and his group of friends are the face of this university since they entered here 3 years ago. And knowing in just a year they all will leave this university, they try harder to get their crush's attention. She probably busy with her study. Relax, she won't go anywhere. The cold boy looked up at him. It's easy for you to say that. You don't know how I feel. His friend chuckles. Yeah, of course, but at least don't be acting like a... She will contact you soon? The man sighed and looked back down, while his friends looking at each other's eyes. Next morning, students started entering the university. Like usual, they all with their own different group of friends, laughing and talking while walking. But then suddenly the atmosphere changed. When the noise slowly decreases, the last group of students who almost turned to the direction of their lockers stopped as well, and turning around, trying to find the cause of the sudden silence. And their eyes slowly widened. Who is she? I also saw her. I guess she is a new transfer student from abroad. Did you saw her eyes? The rest agreeing, knowing what she meant. Almost all the students here are talking about the new girl they saw this morning, while waiting for the professor to come. A few students still haven't arrived here yet. I feel hesitant to come to her and ask for her number. The group of boys from the back also talking to each others. I was about to look for her again. You know, in those K-drama where the lead man helped the new girl to find her first class. But I couldn't find her anywhere. His friends nodded. Same, it's like she's disappeared all of a sudden. I even thought she wasn't real and just my imagination. But when I heard all the students talking about her, I realized she is real. I even went to the principal office, pretending to ask something, thinking she was there. That got nothing. Except the part when the principal scolded me for not buttoning some of my upper buttons. His friends started laughing. That's so. The other was about to talk again, but suddenly, just like this morning, the class that was so noisy slowly stopped, and they all now looking at the door when it's opening. It's the popular boys group. But usually the girls wouldn't be this quiet. They will secretly whispering to each other's, telling each other's how attractive each of them is. But this time, they all stopped talking and completely didn't say anything. Instead, some of them softly gasped in surprise, eyes following one specific person. More likely, two specific persons. There's the cold popular boy at the very front when they all walking inside, with his friends closely following at the back. They surprisingly smiling while staring at their friend. But what's making the other students all surprised is that the popular cold boy who almost never smiled except to his close friends, this time he looks so different. He wasn't really smiling, but his expression makes the students more surprised rather than when they saw him smiling. And not just that. The very friend of that group of friends who walk wasn't really the cold boy or his other friends. 'Cause basically the cold boy actually walking behind that person. So close. Following. Cause. He is in a back hug position. Hands around that person's, and his chin resting freely on the left shoulder like it's his favorite place. The time suddenly becomes very slow motion. And then, when he finally sat down on his usual place, the students gasped again, this time more than half of them gasping. Even his friends shaking their head before one of them breaking the silence. Let her go for at least a minute, can you? You've been sticking to her the second you saw her. And as the class was almost silent, they all heard what he said clearly. And the explanation wasn't needed. They all slowly understood what's happening. Understood. Who is that girl? The girl who caught everyone's attention since she stepped into the university this morning. And now she literally on the of the cold popular boy who suddenly didn't look cold at all at the moment. Yes, she is sitting on, and he was busy hugging her while she is looking around at the front of this class because she couldn't look back or even at the students and just let the man do whatever he wanted. Feeling bad for what she did for the past few days. I rolled my eyes after hearing what he said. You don't get to say anything to me today. And I got more annoyed when he started laughing. Come on, it's not completely my fault. She was planning to come here, and you were the only person who knew, yet you didn't tell me anything, I said while glaring at him for a second, before again focus on hugging this girl in my arms, and my girlfriend. And slowly, I remembered what happened this morning. Me and the boys were here on the rooftop. Just like every morning, we all meet here before the first class starts. I was again busy checking my phone, hoping to get at least one reply from my girlfriend. I couldn't contact her since almost 3 days now. And what making me more confused and a bit upset was I don't remember we had a fight or something before she suddenly acted like this. It was just suddenly she didn't reply to my good morning texted 2 days ago. And since then, she didn't text nor call me. I just can get her information from her mother that she was all right. And it makes me more annoyed because I didn't know her friends there, and because she was alone, it's even harder to get her information if it not from her herself. Relax, she will contact me soon. That was what you want to say, right? You couldn't even contact her as well. How can you be so positive? So stop saying that to me. All right, calm down. The other looking at him in disbelief after he said that so calmly, because even after knowing how frustrated his friend was, this guy still can play with him like this. What? I didn't say anything wrong. Stop looking at me like that, he said while placing his phone in his pocket after seeing his friend staring at him weirdly. You better keep quiet, he whispered, so the frustrated man who stood a bit far from them alone won't hear him. A few minutes later, while there's still around 20 minutes until the first class starts, the boys still talking, of course except one guy who's still looking annoyed at the distance, kept checking his phone every minute. I told you all relax, he will be fine soon. His friend's looking at him in disbelief because he keeps saying that since a few minutes ago. And when he was about to say something again, suddenly they heard the door to the rooftop opening. They all look at it except... And then after their eyes landed on her, their eyes widened. And right after hearing the name, the guy who's been feeling down the whole time immediately looked up, the same time the girl speaks for the first time. Finally, and not even 2 seconds after that, the girl who's yet closing the door back gasps when suddenly she got pulled in a hug. The tightest hug she had ever received. Before she heard him softly sobbing in her arms. She then hugged him back and chuckles, while the others, except, still looking surprised. And turned out that guy knows all along that she will come. He even was the one who told my girlfriend, as well as his cousin, to not say anything, saying he will be the one who informed me when she couldn't inform me herself because she was busy in preparing everything and also wanting to surprise me. Yes, I cried a little, but then after knowing that guy was the cause of my frustration for almost 3 days long, I was ready to him there at the moment, but my girlfriend stopped me. You know, with her actions, that makes my friends immediately looked away. And it's always working. Even until now, I still could feel. And then she explained herself. At the end, she felt bad for what her cousin brother did to me. And since then, I never let go of her, not even 1 second. I won't care even if the professor come now. I won't let her leave my side. And from now on, I will never trust you. His friend looking at him in disbelief. Hey, I was the one who introduced you to her. And now you're acting like this to me. So ungrateful. They keep bickering while they're friends, just listening to them, as well as still couldn't believe that she's really here now. While finally she could look around at the students, a little bit. And the moment her eyes landed on them, their eyes widened. She slowly smiled at them, thinking they all got surprised because she sat on of one of the popular boys. Not knowing that some of them got surprised looking at her beauty. She makes me feel embarrassed to even looking at him now. Right, I regretted what I did yesterday. I should have just give the cookies to you guys, rather than throw it away. Some of them couldn't help but laugh. Stop staring at me. He groaned because his friends kept staring at him weirdly. Okay, I know And his friends finally started laughing. And not only that, the students also got surprised again because the professor didn't scold the new girl when he came and saw her. He just told her to sit on the chair properly, telling everyone that she wasn't actually a new transfer student like what everyone thought. She just came here on her long holiday before her graduation ceremony next month. And introduced her, who's also the professor's niece.